career.
Life-changing.
Relevant experience.
Comprehensive education.
Practical.
I applied to the school, and then in '74, just right after high school graduation, I came over here. Of course, it was only one building then, and no dorms. We lived at the YWCA for 2 years. So we were all in one building. So all of our classes were together. Radiological technology back in the 70s was a 3-year associate program. So we went to the powers that be back then, and they said that if we could do the program in 2 years, they would change it to a 2-year program. We went to school nonstop for 24 months and graduated with the class ahead of us. Licking would keep one student out of each graduating class, and I was fortunate to be that student in '76. I'm just proud to, that I'm a part of COTC because, they do a lot of great things. They do things within the community, and I'm just real happy.
I worked as a patrol officer primarily on midnights for a little over 3 years. That was when I was going to college, working midnight shift primarily, going to college in the evenings, studying in the cruiser. When I worked, when I had to stay in and work either the jail or the radio room, I always took my school books with me, and during the downtime I studied and worked on homework. I was the first member of our family to graduate from college. More importantly, or as important as far as my law enforcement career goes, I was elected as the sheriff of Knox County in 1992 and was the first person in the history of Knox County to be elected to the office of sheriff with a college degree, thanks to COTC.
I was the first one to graduate from college in my family, and so I think affordability was one of the reasons I looked for COTC. COTC was just 3 buildings. It was Founders, Adena, and Hopewell, and Hopewell was kind of like the center of everything. The cafeteria was there, and that's where we all kind of met and had a lot of activities there. I actually worked briefly in Columbus. There was a position open, and it was actually for the director of the Convention and Visitors Bureau in Licking County. And so that was my next step, which was a huge step for me, being the director of Convention and Visitors Bureau. But I felt like COTC definitely readied me for that position.
The design program was housed downtown Newark, and that was a big deal because we had our own design space, so I felt that I was in a world of design there. It was just a really good experience for me. What I ended up doing before I even graduated was I started my own company. I found that I wanted to grow my business after I completed my degree at COTC, and in order to do that, I really needed more strategy. So I ended up going on to complete my master's in marketing and communications, but just bringing it back to COTC, what I gained there was the confidence, tons of experience in terms of managing projects, and then the support to actually learn how to do that by doing it in an everyday fashion with just about every project that I had to do there.
Having a technical college in our community allowed me to earn an education in the career field that I was interested in. I got an email from Project Architecture reaching out to me about a position that they had open for an architectural draftsman. And at the time, I was majoring in architectural drafting and civil drafting. The first day on the job, I felt that I was more than well enough prepared. And the longer that I worked at my profession, I realized that COTC provided me with more than enough education. Having COTC in the community is important to me because I want everybody to have the opportunity that I had.
Do something that you're passionate about.
Take advantage of the internship opportunities that are presented to you or make those happen.
You know, attending COTC, it trains you and gives you the ability to reach out for things that you want.
They should be proud because, it's a great school and it provides wonderful opportunities.
Anything that you set your mind to do, you can accomplish.